Imagine turning a modest investment into a fortune over the last decade, just by picking the right stocks. Today, I'll reveal 5 companies that didn't just beat the S&P 500, they crushed it. We're talking about a pioneer in AI and graphics, a legendary semiconductor comeback, a cloud networking leader, a savvy acquirer in chips, and a company that transformed public safety. These aren't lucky picks, they're masterclasses in innovation, strategy, and relentless growth. I'll break down how they did it, what sets them apart, and if they still have room to run. Get ready to rethink your investing approach. These insights could change your financial future. Hit like, subscribe, and let's dive in. Let's start with the undisputed AI champion, Nvidia, ticker NVDA. This is a company that's not just riding the AI wave but shaping the very future of technology itself. Nvidia stock has had 31,161% return over a decade. Imagine if you'd put just $1,000 into Nvidia a decade ago. Today you'd be looking at life-changing returns, enough to make even seasoned investors do a double-take. Nvidia's meteoric rise has turned ordinary people into millionaires. Nvidia started out as the king of gaming graphics, powering the world's most immersive video games, but their real genius was seeing the future, AI, long before it was a buzzword. While other tech giants focused on CPUs, Nvidia's visionary CEO Jensen Huang made a bold bet on GPUs for machine learning and deep learning, a move that would change the industry forever. Their CUDA platform was a game-changer, opening the door for researchers and developers to harness the raw power of GPUs for AI, scientific breakthroughs, and big data analysis. Suddenly, innovation was unleashed at a whole new scale. Practically overnight, every major tech company, from startups to Silicon Valley giants, needed Nvidia's chips to stay competitive in the AI race. Nvidia built a competitive moat so wide and deep, rivals are still scrambling to catch up. Their technology became the gold standard. Nvidia's chips became the essential tools for building the future. AI, self-driving cars, medical imaging, robotics, and more. Their reach now extends into nearly every cutting-edge field. In the AI gold rush, Nvidia is selling the picks and shovels. Their hardware is the backbone of the entire industry. Their pivot from gaming to AI is now considered one of the greatest business moves of our time, a masterclass in strategic reinvention. Nvidia invested billions in R&D, built a thriving developer ecosystem, and made their hardware and software indispensable to the world's innovators. The result? Explosive revenue growth, especially in data centers where AI workloads are driving unprecedented demand. Demand for their H100 and Blackwell GPUs is so intense, Nvidia can't manufacture them fast enough to meet the world's appetite for AI power. Can this momentum continue? Valuations are sky high and competition is heating up, but Nvidia's lead is massive and their innovation engine is still running at full speed. It's not just about hardware, it's about software, community, and a decade-long head start that's nearly impossible to replicate. Nvidia is expanding into robotics, automotive tech, and digital twins with Omniverse, pushing the boundaries of what's possible in the digital and physical worlds. Of course, there are risks. AI hype could cool, or a competitor could land a surprise blow, but betting against Nvidia has been a losing game for decades. Their relentless execution and culture of innovation are simply unmatched in the tech world. Nvidia's story is a masterclass in visionary leadership, strategic risk-taking, and building an unbreakable moat around their business. They didn't just ride the AI wave, they created it, setting the pace for the entire industry to follow. From a niche gaming chipmaker to a global AI powerhouse, Nvidia's journey is nothing short of legendary. Their outperformance is a testament to bold strategy, relentless vision, and the courage to bet on the future. This wasn't luck, it was a bold, long-term bet that paid off for those who believed in the vision. As we move to our next company, you'll see a different kind of success. A comeback story that proves it's never too late to innovate and win. Nvidia's rise is the ultimate example of seeing where the puck is going, not where it's been. A lesson for every investor and entrepreneur. That's why they've crushed the market so spectacularly, leaving competitors in the dust. Now let's see how another underdog rewrote the rules and staged an epic turnaround. Next up, AMD's epic comeback. Our second stock is Advanced Micro Devices, ticker AMD, a company that staged one of tech's greatest comebacks, and whose story is nothing short of legendary in the world of semiconductors. This stock has had 9,225% return over a decade. A decade ago, AMD was the underdog, losing ground to Intel and facing financial trouble. The company was struggling to stay afloat, with its products lagging behind and its future looking increasingly uncertain. Most analysts had written them off. Many investors saw AMD as a lost cause, and the market had little faith in a turnaround. Enter CEO Dr. Lisa Su, who led a total transformation. Her vision and leadership would become the driving force behind AMD's revival. The breakthrough? Their Zen CPU architecture, a complete redesign that leapfrogged the competition in performance and value. Zen was a game changer, putting AMD back on the map and forcing the industry to take notice. Suddenly, AMD's Ryzen chips became the go-to for gamers and creators. The company's reputation soared as it delivered high performance at competitive prices, winning over enthusiasts and professionals alike. But they didn't stop there. They took Zen to the data center, challenging Intel's dominance with EPIC server processors. This bold move opened up a lucrative new market, and signaled AMD's ambitions were bigger than ever. Cloud giants like Amazon and Microsoft started using AMD chips and their data center revenue soared. AMD was no longer just a PC player, it was now a force in the cloud computing revolution. AMD also powers the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series XS, giving them a steady, predictable revenue stream. These partnerships cemented AMD's role at the heart of the gaming industry. The Xilinx acquisition pushed them into new, high-margin markets like FPGAs for 5G and industrial applications. This strategic move diversified AMD's business and expanded its reach into cutting-edge technologies. Lisa Su's relentless focus on engineering and execution turned AMD from a penny stock into a tech powerhouse. Her leadership style inspired a culture of innovation and accountability. Their journey proves that no lead is safe in tech, and that a determined underdog can change the game. AMD's comeback is a testament to grit, vision, and the power of believing in your team. Now AMD is targeting AI, developing powerful GPUs to compete with Nvidia. The company is investing heavily in research and development to carve out a place in the next wave of computing. Even a small slice of the AI market could mean huge growth. The potential is massive, and AMD is positioning itself to capture new opportunities as AI adoption accelerates. AMD's story is about resilience, innovation, and flawless execution. It's a blueprint for how to stage a comeback in one of the world's most competitive industries. They went from the brink of irrelevance to the forefront of semiconductors. The transformation is nothing short of remarkable. It's a reminder today's laggard can be tomorrow's leader. In tech, fortunes can change fast, and innovation is the ultimate equalizer. AMD's comeback is a masterclass in leadership and vision. Dr. Su's ability to rally her team and execute on bold strategies set a new standard for the industry. Their stock performance, life-changing for early believers. Those who stuck with AMD through the tough times saw their faith rewarded many times over. The lesson: never count out a company with great engineering and a clear roadmap. In tech, vision and execution can turn the tide, no matter how dire things seem. AMD's rise is proof that competition drives progress and creates massive value for investors. The company's journey is a case study in how disruption benefits everyone. Next, let's look at a company powering the cloud behind the scenes. The story of innovation continues. AMD's journey shows the power of a focused turnaround. With the right leadership and strategy, even the most daunting challenges can be overcome. Now, meet the silent giant of cloud networking. Arista Networks is up next. Stay tuned for another market-crushing story. AMD's transformation is one for the history books. It's a story that will inspire future generations of engineers and entrepreneurs. Let's see how Arista quietly took over the cloud. On to scene 4. Meet Arista Networks, ticker ANET, the silent giant powering the modern internet. While you may not see their name in the headlines as often as the tech titans, Arista's technology is woven into the very fabric of our digital lives. This stock has had 3,489% return over a decade. While Nvidia and AMD build the brains of the data center, Arista builds the nervous system. Their networking gear forms the critical pathways that allow data to flow at lightning speed between servers, storage, and users. They lead in high-speed cloud networking, making the switches and routers that connect servers in massive data centers. These aren't just any data centers. They're the backbone of the world's largest cloud providers and enterprises. Every time you stream, post, or use the cloud, your data likely travels through Arista gear. From video calls to online gaming, Arista's technology is quietly at work, ensuring seamless connectivity. Founded by networking visionaries, Arista saw the future was massive, scalable cloud data centers, not legacy hardware. They bet early on the cloud revolution, and that vision paid off. Their breakthrough, EOS, a revolutionary Linux-based operating system for network hardware. This wasn't just an upgrade, it was a complete rethinking of how networks could be managed and automated. This software-first approach gave cloud giants like Microsoft and Meta unprecedented control and automation. It allowed them to scale up quickly, adapt to new demands, and innovate faster than ever before. Arista focused on the biggest, fastest-growing customers, hyperscalers, and became their go-to partner. Their deep relationships with these giants have fueled Arista's rapid ascent. Their growth is tied directly to the explosive rise of the cloud. As more of the world's computing moves online, Arista's role only becomes more critical. Now, with AI, Arista's high-speed networks are essential for connecting thousands of GPUs in AI clusters. These connections are the lifeblood of modern artificial intelligence, enabling massive data processing and training at scale. Their stock has quietly delivered phenomenal returns, flying under most investors' radar. If you'd invested a decade ago, you'd be looking at market-crushing gains. Arista is a classic picks and shovels play, providing the infrastructure that makes AI and cloud possible. They don't chase the spotlight, but their products are indispensable to the digital gold rush. Financial discipline and high margins set them apart, led by CEO 𝗗𝗟𝗨𝗦. Her leadership has been instrumental in keeping Arista focused and profitable, even as the tech landscape shifts. Risks? Heavy reliance on a few big customers, but their tech is so embedded that switching is tough. Their solutions are deeply integrated, making them a critical partner rather than just another vendor. They're expanding into enterprise markets, banks, healthcare, media, unlocking new growth. These sectors demand reliability and security, areas where Arista excels. Arista's story is about focus and execution. They built the best solution for a massive shift to the cloud. Their engineers are relentless in their pursuit of performance and reliability. Superior hardware, groundbreaking software, and a deep moat. Their innovation cycle keeps them ahead of competitors, and their reputation is unmatched. Sometimes the most dominant companies work behind the scenes. Arista's influence is everywhere, even if you never see their name. Arista proves you don't need to be a household name to be a market crusher. Their quiet strength is a powerful force in the tech world. Their performance is a testament to being the best in a vital, high-growth niche. In a world obsessed with flashy brands, Arista's results speak for themselves. Next, let's see how Broadcom built a tech empire, one acquisition at a time. Arista's quiet dominance is a lesson in strategic focus. Their journey shows that relentless innovation and customer obsession can build an enduring legacy. Now, on to Broadcom's path to power, Scene 5 coming up. Our fourth company is Broadcom, ticker AVGO, a semiconductor giant with a unique playbook. This stock has had 3,356% return over a decade. Unlike Nvidia and AMD, Broadcom's strength is in shrewd acquisitions and operational excellence. Led by CEO Hock Tan, Broadcom acquires mission-critical tech companies, streamlines operations, and maximizes profitability. Think of them as the private equity firm of semiconductors, buying to hold, not flip. Their portfolio spans networking chips, smartphone components, broadband, and even mainframe software. If you own a smartphone, it probably has Broadcom chips inside. They're a critical supplier to giants like Apple. Major acquisitions like Brocade, California Technologies, Symantec, and most recently VMware have built a diversified empire. Their move into software created sticky, high-margin, recurring revenue streams. VMware's virtualization software is now a backbone of modern cloud computing. Broadcom's strategy own essential, hard-to-replicate tech that customers can't live without. The result? Phenomenal returns, expanding margins, and a rapidly growing dividend. Risks? Heavy use of debt for acquisitions and potential innovation slowdowns. But Hock Tan's track record is stellar. He's a master of capital allocation. Broadcom's story proves there's more than one way to win. You can innovate, specialize, or acquire. Their relentless focus on profitability and shareholder returns has made them a top performer. It's a different kind of tech story, less about flashy launches, more about financial engineering, but the results speak for themselves. Broadcom is a cash-generating machine and a testament to the power of a well-executed acquisition strategy. Next, let's see how Axon transformed public safety and its own business. Scene 6 is up. Our final stock is Axon Enterprise, ticker AXON, a company that revolutionized public safety. This stock has had 2,906% return over a decade. You know them for the TASER, but Axon's transformation is even bigger. They evolved from a hardware maker to a subscription-based tech platform for law enforcement. The game changer? Body cameras and evidence.com, a cloud platform for managing digital evidence. Police departments now rely on Axon's ecosystem for everything from body cams to digital records. Once adopted, switching is nearly impossible. Axon becomes the digital backbone of law enforcement. This shift created a high-margin recurring revenue model. Departments pay per officer for hardware, software, and cloud services. Axon now covers the entire workflow: tasers, cameras, evidence management, dispatch, records, even VR training. Their mission, protect life and obsolete the bullet, drives constant innovation and attracts top talent. Growth potential is huge: international expansion, new markets like fire and EMT, and a massive addressable market. Risks? Political sensitivity, funding changes, and the responsibility of managing sensitive data. But Axon's leadership, led by founder Rick Smith, has built a powerful brand and a defensible moat. Their transformation from hardware to SaaS is a masterclass in business reinvention. Axon's stock has crushed the market, proving the power of solving real customer problems. Their story is about vision, innovation, and building a sticky, mission-driven business. It's a fitting end to our list of market dominators. Axon shows how a company can reinvent itself and its industry. Their journey is a blueprint for long-term success. Now let's wrap up with your path to market-beating returns. Scene 7 is next. Stay tuned for the final takeaways. Axon's transformation is truly inspiring. Let's close it out. There you have it. 5 companies that didn't just follow the market, they defined it. From Nvidia's AI dominance to Axon's public safety revolution, each offers a lesson in long-term growth. It's about visionary leadership, deep moats, and flawless execution. Want to level up your investing? Check out my Value Stocks Investing Master Course, link in the description. For exclusive tips and analysis, join the Stocks Galore Patreon community. Now, your turn. Which of these 5 do you think will outperform over the next decade? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.